That's the range, Commander. This will be glorious. Look sharp. It's
Sharp enough. Hostile.
Alright. I can't craft extra ammo right now without a workbench or something, so let's swap our weapons a little bit here. That back on. Oh, I don't have much compact ammo at all, do I? Where's my biomass weapon? Yeah, here we go. Kinetic biomass pistol. We'll put that on. Yeah, I do have a fair amount of biomass. Goop. If I do find a vending machine, that'll also help.
This entrance is sealed. Commencing search for alternate means of entry.
Yeah, through here. Transition to N-ray range. You have a bounty. Visit a bounty terminal owned by that faction to pay off your bounty. Yeah, I can't find a bounty terminal owned by Auntie's Choice. Oh, hi. Lockpick? That'll work. I know where a bounty terminal
now,
is.
This is just sloppy. If I wasn't already here to kill all these traitorous fools, I'd be forced to use one or two as an example to the rest.
That door is barred shut.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
Oh, jeez. Seaman. After taking proper precautions to certify individual stage to operate 3 switches to open the corresponding facility door. Note that activating any more than 3 switches will overload the system, prompting an automatic reset. Is that the correct door? The correct one, or what? Exemplar Foxworth.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by... is it 30 or... Oh! Hello! Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in your work? This is just embarrassing. There's a cultist behind you! Wait, surely she isn't with you.
She can answer my questions as soon as she and I can both be gone.
Fine. Just please keep her away from me.
A little woozy. Let's see if we can keep you from bleeding out.
Architect's mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body.
You know, logical. You know where Victor Clemens is. I need to find him.
Dear Archivist, Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. much worse.
I need you to focus. Where is he?
He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well.
You need to focus and tell me what's going on here. Did the cultists do all this?
The crazed cultists, people like your friend here, have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days.
Uh-huh.
I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
Found us randomly firing my weapons until I hit
You can
something.
attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you.
So you're clear, you're saying they're completely invisible.
There's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
If you have a gadget for seeing the unseen, it seems you shouldn't have been caught unaware.
If I'm still alive in a week, I'll put in a suggestion to the presiding bishop that N-ray scanners be standard issue.
Reminds you of Fallout?
The scanner
Yep.
is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals, and the N-rays given off by all living
It's very
beings.
much in the same vein.
Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays.
Okay.
It is stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it. I appreciate your aid.
We can give
I'm
Edgar
going
a
to wait here
snacky.
and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Okay, I need to make pulse redistributor. I need to go get Edgar's snackies. What's in here? Oh. Unbarred open. Okay, so that's that door. Barred shut. Okay, I guess we're going through here.
Scanner detected.
Is this one of our devices? N-ray scanner. You've acquired the N-ray scanner. Use this device to see enemies, wires, and traps through walls. It also detects invisible threats. When used in combat, you gain additional critical hit chance. Nice.
Aggressor at hand.
Promoting.
Nice. Okay, and that's just back into here. And Ray Scanner allows you to view wires through walls. Following them often leads you to sources that power objects. Got it. So that one, and that one.
That should do it. Let's get on with the killing.
Got it. So now we know how to presumably power on
You've opened the way forward. Very good work.
the device in that other ship. Okay. Let's pause really quickly here. And I'm going to be right back and we'll get Edgar's snacky so we can do that. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alright. Come here. Good boy. I know, your best friend David said you get some snackies again. Yes, he did. Oh. Here you are. There's one snacky. I know, you're so happy. Huh? Yeah, second snacky? Good boy. Good baby. Thank you, David. Yeah. All right. All right, let's get going. Let's see what's deeper in this facility here. There's some enemies down and about, but not...
Health benefits available at your request.
You're just not a good look, Commander. Not possible. No targets.
This is giving very, like, Metroid.
Avenge my death.
This unit advises healing yourself. Now. Providing standing by with life support.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Fortifying.
Alright. Yeah, it's definitely giving Metroid Prime, like, X-ray visor or, thermal visor, you know, vibes. Even their corpses are invisible, which is a little annoying. Contraptions, internal seem jerry-rigged, but as if it were hastily assembled. No scrap components and wires. Beyond that, we can't gauge much
That's a
about
glorious
it.
dawn communication device. Our cells use them to send and receive encrypted messages.
Alright. Let's talk to this fool. What's your problem, sir?
You there. You must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
Not necessarily. It would be awfully hard to get information from him if he's dead.
Good point. We'll kill him after we get the information.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you, except if you attempt to interrupt my work, you will no doubt meet the same end as your fellows. Leave, and you may yet live.
This guy is hilarious. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes how much more worried he should have been about me and all the other nonsense around here.
Doors barred shut. Gears. Tossball card. +5 maximum health. Nice. N-ray scanner. Wires. Lovely. Compass. Nice. Lockpick. Charge, triple barrel shotgun, plasma cast armor. Nice. Okay, what do we got here? Messages. From not identified.
I fully understand the importance of your work. This is exactly why I push you so. Your moral
DeVries.
justifications for delaying your delivery are misguided. Dead is dead. What matter is it if their ends come in 1 minute or 3? If you seek to be humane in your duties, fine. So long as I get the explosives in time. But if we fail to act, the order will be lost forever. Collateral damage was always inevitable, Victor. You knew this. And the longer you take in your laboratory, the greater your risk of being caught becomes. If that happens, you know what must be done. But I should remind you that such a failure will result in vastly more suffering for all parties involved. We need those explosives now, Victor. Let's finish this.
Archivist Clemens, good news. Sir Wiley just passed along his latest calculations. I haven't had an opportunity to review them, but I know you usually prefer to substantiate the numbers yourself. I'm confident Wiley's math is immaculate as always, but please contact me directly with any concerns or questions. May all your endeavors elicit optimal results. Abbott Newell. Personal log. Incident notes. Danger extreme. Logging while I have time. Facility breached by unknown agents. Not antis. Definitely not protectorate. Diluted and chaotic. Might be religious. Avoid at all costs. Experiment destroyed. Unknown agents affected by processed N-rays. Results unknown. Managed to salvage a sufficient amount of out-of-phase explosives that may need to use for self-defense. We'll need to find some way to recreate experiment. Unable to send message for help from here. Hopefully interior facility has not been breached. Earlier, the Abbot sent me a message that he claimed was from Sir Wiley. I know Wiley just as I know his approach to applied mathematical formulae. With that familiarity in mind, I can say with confidence that these calculations were not written by Wiley. On line 136, there is an improperly carried 6. Halfway through proof 210, he seems to start in a completely unrelated proof, and the last 16 formula are completely identical. These mistakes are so egregious they seem deliberate. What is the Abbot playing at, sending me this? This must be some kind of ploy, but what and why? Can't waste time focusing on this. I have work to do. Okay, so that was further correspondence from Abbott Newell. We need to learn his secret.
Angela's killing tool who has isolated you from my hand. How dare you
Enemy spotted.
with your dissonance?
It's a fight.
Ah, that window is not actually sealed.
Hope that wasn't intentional.
Nothing there, okay. That's barred shut, but we can climb up through here. Examine. Appears to be a reinforced storage container for some kind of experimental melee weapon. From behind the glass, the weapon's blade softly hums. Attempt to override containment. Science 5. Mechanisms of containment are simple enough to override, at least for you. Multiple sets of credentials, redundant checking mechanisms, all bypassed by a simple jury-rigged set of wires. Nice. Science used. Prototype and radiated sight. Okay. Cute. Okay. Hi, Toyful Pup. How are you, love?
Good boy. Good boy.
How's your day going? You doing anything fun this week for Thanksgiving? Oh, tool
Look at
bench.
the sad little sprat in his corrugated metal cage. Why don't you...
No plans? Fair enough.
You, friend of friends, are a greater ally than any number of fellow scienticians.
Hi.
Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitors, charlatans.
Just don't give her a reason to gut you and you'll be fine.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
What happened to Victor's experiment?
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range.
So I've heard, as far as any of the cultists survived a close encounter with the N-rays.
Survived is something of an overstatement.
Oh.
Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction.
Love
I would
that.
be more sympathetic to their collective plight, and they not promise to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order.
Why was all this Victor's fault?
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Okay. Crisis defenses. Dragon helmet, thank you. Lovely crafting materials. This looks like an isolated room. Silenced plasma pistol. Alright, let's see what's on this terminal. Daily tasks. Flush N-ray byproduct reserves, log experimental progress, check infused N-ray containment canisters. Note, exposure to infused N-rays has not been safely tested. In circumstances of canister damage, evacuate and immediately notify hazard crews. Project reports. Experimental N-ray, whatever it is. This device is especially interesting due to its humble origin. During facility maintenance, our novice use tools such as these to identify breaks and shorts in electrical systems without entering facility walls. This saves valuable time and resources, but more importantly has broader applications. After a number of tests, we settled on a power frequency that will allow the user to not just see electrical systems, but also human biology, even in pitch darkness. Once preliminary tests have concluded, we're to send a number of these modified scanners to our scouts. They should be invaluable tools. Note, only for use in espionage and espionage-adjacent activities. You are scientists and soldiers, not a collection of adolescent hooligans. Prototype N-ray Scythe. Personal project is coming close to completion. Most N-ray weaponry designed at this facility has been sent to the front, but Archivist Clemens permitted me to take some additional time to perfect this device under the additional conceit that once complete, it would be sent to the monastery. I'm surprised he had any aims regarding it whatsoever, considering his professional disregard for combat, but I digress. My prototype is an N-ray Scythe. Normally, the awkward design of the harvesting tool is at odds with its efficiency as a weapon, but with the blade infused with high-efficiency N-rays, it is infinitely more dangerous. I've rendered the weaponation inert until I can put my final touches on it. Okay, well, we got that. Okay. Crafting. Let's do another couple of those. Make more long rounds, shells, small plasma charges. Let's see, scrap metal. Okay, so I'll do one set of the long rounds, and then small plasma charges. There we go. Cool. That should help. Make sure that we have enough ammo going forward.
Fool enough to approach my holdout. I once again ask you to stop. The path ahead is filled with unseen traps. Whether cultist or wayward scientist, you will be killed. I cannot afford your interruption. More. Please.
Pitchball card. 1% damage.
I cannot believe this. How many times must I say only death lies ahead? Observe. You have been persistent. It's over. Please.
unsealed maintenance hatch. Hack. We're fine.
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Funny, DeVries said something to me like that a long time ago. Why are you helping her?
Because the order cannot be hindered by war or by compromise. Any obstacles must be removed, as much as I regret the need to do so. If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the order shall find its way to truth.
Thought you were a scientist, not a martyr. Is this how you want to be remembered?
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character.
You're here to limit collateral damage. Blowing me up wouldn't limit anything.
You read my terminal.
Yes, I did.
I cannot. No. I deny what you're saying. Whatever my personal feelings, the Order's success is more important. You're not with the Order. You cannot understand why this would be. Could I explain, the words would be lost on you.
Brilliant and background. Or... let's try this. Actually, there's not much to understand. Your ideals aren't as intricate as you think.
Your verbiage does not conceal the gaps in your knowledge. But the presiding bishop has taught us that ignorance is not a punishable sin. If the Order is not prevented from reaching its true potential and solves the universal equation, all scientific uncertainty and any associated suffering will end.
With pure scientific certainty of save your coworker? No, that was me. Or, I think scientific uncertainty can ever be reduced to zero. Do enlighten me.
Not normally. The greatest scientific minds of history have made mistakes, and this includes those within the Order. But this needn't remain the case. DeVries opened my eyes. The Order is on the path to absolute truth, and if they are not interrupted, this truth can be pursued. The one right
I feel like DeVries is playing all sides.
Revealed to us. Politics cannot bind us. Uncertainty cannot strangle. And no one can be allowed to waltz in and hurl our plans into disarray.
I think I finally understand you. You're afraid to live with what you've been doing
What?
here.
How understand the present situation? What coward would strap an explosive device to himself?
Sure, certainly no one claiming to be a logician.
No, that's not all this. Helping DeVries, completing the work on my explosives is important. It matters. DeVries agrees.
DeVries destroyed Horizon Point, killing hundreds of people.
Augustine couldn't have done such a thing. She was on a secret mission at the time.
Yes, at Horizon Point.
I don't wish to believe you, but what you're saying has the ring of truth to it. I've been a fool going along with this farce. But it stops now. My relationship with Augustine is at an end.
This poor fool seemed intent on doing himself and us both. Impressive work convincing him otherwise. Let's say I have a go at him with my disemboweling knife. See what he knows.
All Earth Directorate agents are officially prohibited from using torture as a method of information extraction.
You heard her, Hazla. Torture's a no-go.
Your
Sorry.
loss. Don't like to boast, but I am quite the artiste with a knife.
I believe that's another thanks I owe you. You certainly keep interesting company.
What was your plan with helping DeVries
I found
anyhow?
a way to, via the use of processed N-rays, send objects out of phase. It was inconsistent, but I was close to isolating the procedure. DeVries needed explosives for her plan. By making them unseen, the explosives could be placed as efficiently as possible. No one would be maimed or injured, just killed. Saying that out loud now, it sounds unreal. But somehow, I convinced myself that leaving no survivors was more humane. It's a shame I can't speak to a vicar.
I don't know, you're not going to go back to helping DeVries the moment I leave.
It is the key to my quarters. Take whatever you find. That will ensure that I cannot use any of it to further DeVries' aims, even if I wanted to.
You did the right thing.
I appreciate your consideration. Things could have been very different.
Glad we were able to talk him down. Our science came in helpful.
Prevailed.
Goodbye. Try not to join any other revolutionary groups.
Me, I cannot remain here. May we meet again, when the paths of our lives are at greater apexes.
Okay. Quest complete. Now, hang on. Quests. Okay, so there's still probably some cultists here. Ah, okay. How do we get out of here? This way? Ah, maybe this way. Maintenance hatch key used.
My fellow loyalists,
Oh,
it is time.
Seer Wiley.
Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Seer Wiley isn't very good at this whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
Yes, exactly. Got an advanced decryption key. Love that. N radiated. Traveling through the N ray range has left you fundamentally changed. Whenever you take damage of any type, you have a chance to take additional N ray damage and automatically become camouflaged. Okay, so the effects are: whenever you take damage, there's a 5% chance to become camouflaged automatically, but take an additional 5% of your max health. Huh. That seems like an interesting perk. Let's accept it. Or flaw. Oh.
Boy, damn it! We've killed every traitor in this place, but their treasonous scum of a hierarch wasn't among them.
Hierarch?
The leader of a cell. In this case, that would be Ziegler. And extinguishing him is obviously our next priority. They were operating under his orders. But since he wasn't here to lead them in person, they would have maintained regular contact using one of our communication devices. We should return to the one we saw earlier. It will hopefully yield some worthwhile information.
Okay. Sounds good. I am okay with that. Compass. That was over here, right? Yeah.
This is it, the Dawn's communication device. Let's see what I can find on it. Not much, but there are a few encrypted messages from Ziegler reporting on a rift in Paradise Island he was sent to study. Idiot didn't even have enough respect to stay to kill me himself. Well, it's of no consequence. Now that I know where he is, let's go show him the error of his ways.
Sounds good.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, this should go to... what's his name's quarters. Ah, the train station. Got it, that's this way in. Take only one more mural fragment left, which I assume will be the one at the Matriarch's Mercy. Confronting the abbot may yield details. Did we use up our key? Maintenance hatch key, mine lock house key. Only 186-bit bounty now, so that's good. Okay, I'm guessing that little bit with where we found the message, that was his private quarters, I guess. Yeah, the only place I know of an Auntie's Choice bounty terminal is back on Paradise Island, and I don't want to leave to go do just that. But we did pretty good there. Happy to see my, like, science and professor skills come into effect. Curious if Matriarch's Mercy is now going to be hostile towards us, or probably not, because it still has stuff about, like, confront the abbot too, so they'll probably still be able to go in and talk. They'll just be maybe not quite as nice to us. Wondering if I can sleep to move forward the time before Auntie's Choice is done being upset with me. Because I'd like to go turn in all those other quests too. Oh. Can't disarm that. I don't have enough engineering skill. Well, we successfully talked our way out of something without blowing everything up, so that's good too. Okay, let's map really fast. Let's go back here. Oh, I wanted to go back to the back to the ship. I wonder, can I... No, I can't use that terminal. Hang on. Personal messages, Niles. Like, I wonder if I can use my own terminal.
Auntie's Choice Sweet Dreams. Finally, an edible sedative that
Sprat.
tastes good too.
I wish you could have multiple pets active at once. Let's see, did we get more than one advanced decryption key? No, we still need one more for the next one. Oh, someone wants to talk. Hi, Niles.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
Why? What were you picturing?
Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience. Ever wonder what might have happened if DeVries had let us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor. Right?
It requires explosives knowledge? What? No chance. Her plan was insane.
Of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
You and Victor are two very different people.
But DeVries is still DeVries. She's good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being
Yeah,
a
and like I
hero.
said, I think
At the
DeVries is
Triangle,
playing all
I
sides.
wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done
I
for
wouldn't be
mine.
surprised if she also has an
Still
in
do.
with Auntie's
For
choice. You need the Earth Director to be a good person,
Maybe
Miles.
not. Past 10 years have more or less proven that out. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. Unless there was something else you needed.
Do you have any opinions on our crew?
Always up for a little back fence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean Val.
I'd be interested to hear what you think of
Can't
Inez.
say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable. And shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day.
Marisol?
Underneath that friendly old lady facade, Marisol's a killer. Best we not forget that. Future's always changing, though. Who knows? Maybe Marisol will surprise us. In a good way, I mean.
Not
in
a surprise tack
attack
kind of way.
I hope.
And Ozza.
I think she'd have a hell of a time passing the directorate psychological screening. Don't much care for all her talk about disembowelment, neither. Truth be told, I don't know her all that well. Reckon she's unmoored and grabbing for anything that feels like purpose. Same as the rest of us. At least that's what I would say if I was feeling charitable. Most days, I send her out the airlock if it came to a vote. Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
Someone else has a talk bubble up here.
You might follow a ruinous religious doctrine and be driven by irrational.
Maris,
The
Inez
abbot
wants
trotted
to
out
talk.
some excuses for the hit on our base. Well, Andy's base. Certainly didn't anticipate that he'd been entirely truthful neither, though it won't bring back those we lost. If there are any survivors at Opportunity, we ought to help. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for.
Speaking from
Once
experience.
endured a week-long bombardment in a foxhole with only enough rations to last 3 days. Screams went on twice that long. Some of us still ain't fully recovered. We should move on, unless you've got something for me.
A lot's happened lately. I'm sure you have
Reckon
some thoughts.
Victor's a shining example of what happens when you fall in with the wrong crowd. But I'm real glad we managed to talk him down. He seems a gentle sort.
Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Nero, hello! Let's hear your opinions on our crew.
You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you
Nero, how are you doing? How was your stream? How was the Where Winds Meet?
Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can
Welcome
assure
in.
you
We're
I'll treat
playing
him with the same
Outer
respect
Worlds
I
2.
show you. Though I reckon
Doing a
he's
little
seen his
chit-chat
fair
with
share
our
of
crew.
struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs
Huge
it.
help. Helped a lot of people. Nice.
Oh, I got a lot of choice words that would have even Val covering her audio receptors.
It's
So
going
I'll
well.
spare you most of them.
We just did some main
I just
quest.
hope we don't
Now we're
regret
kind
letting
of
Azza on
chilling, wrapping
board.
things up.
She ain't right in the head. She's damn near bloodthirsty.
How are you still
I'll keep my
enjoying
distance when I can.
where wins
I
meet?
promise
Is
you,
it
if I perceive
continuing
even
to be
a
fun?
hint of threat from her, I will deal with it. Ain't often
Marisol?
you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and
Nice,
stabbing
glad to
someone
hear
in
it.
the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways.
Yeah, lots to do. I've heard that it has a lot of different ways you can take it. It's not, you know, not the most simple, straightforward of games. Okay, I don't seem to be able to, like, sleep. Alright, let's go back out. And let's bring... Nope. I wanted to change my crew. Yeah, I've heard it has a lot of different systems in it, and so you can kind of focus on what you enjoy the most. Okay. We'll put on Niles, and then maybe a Marisol. Oh, hang on. Everyone's got perks to upgrade. I already did 2 of them, but let's make sure to upgrade everyone's perks. Okay, Niles, we can do self-repairing armor. Niles builds self-repairing armor plates that protect him from damage. These plates are destroyed after taking moderate damage, but are automatically repaired every few seconds as long as he doesn't take more damage. Plus 9 armor rating. Or Ghoster now constructs a cloaking device for his armor, granting himself camouflage when he drops to have health. While camouflage, enemies will have trouble targeting Niles and his attacks deal bonus damage. Interesting. So Niles works a little bit like our tank because he can taunt. So one thing we could do is we could have him taunt, then once he's down to half health, he'll turn invisible. But then they're going to go back on us. But we could just give him more armor to tank better. I think we'll do that. Inez, let's see. Inez improves the lethality of her companion ability. If she has the Raptidon grapple trio, the healing misplaced via her ability grants new heightened accuracy and damage for party members in the area, or improves the restorative abilities of her companion ability. She has the Raptidon grapple, the healing misplaced clings to friendlies, continuing to heal even after leaving the mist. Let's do that. And then Marisol. Elemental Weapon Specialist. She collects and recycles your shock pods, plasma cells, and biomass, and giving you a small chance to be recovered when used. Okay. Or Automatic Scrapper. We'll do this. Small chance to recover ammo from elemental weapons. I like that. Okay. Where do we think... Vending machines here, workbench. They don't have... a place to view. No, where I usually don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know of any place that has an Auntie's Choice terminal.
Continuing as predetermined. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper. Something your fractions should never be.
You guys still gonna be mean to me?
Truthfully, I'm not too shocked we got bombed. Betwixt stomping around on Order territory, the scrappers, and the mad cultists, it was bound to happen.
Thought I was safe after avoiding that blast, but it seems to have attracted rogue mantisaurs. It never ends. Wish I hadn't lost my lucky bit.
Okay, they don't seem actively... they don't seem actively antagonistic towards me right now. They're just like slightly wary. Where's the doctor?
I'm glad you're back. Getting the first shot of Doc running again?
Here you go.
Lovely. Every coil gets us that much closer to saving these lives. Fantastic. That is enough to repair another auto dock.
We've acquired sentience.
This'll set us up for a long while.
And some more bits.
Not that many more, and we'll be able to tend to the rest of the wounded. Still, if you find any more, please bring them my way. It would be marvelous to have spares.
Nice, they have an auto dock up and running. Maybe the rest of the compression coils aren't going to be here. Maybe they'll only be found on other places.
Please tell me there's a damn good reason you're back.
2,500.
Then why buy?
Okay, got it. So we still have to... Yeah, we still have to solve his problem up here before we can talk to him. It's good to know that the Auntie's Choice people are no longer actively trying to kill me. They're just watching me.
Curious, dear. If you hadn't joined the Earth Directorate, what would you be doing with your life at this particular moment?
Probably be pushing up puffwheat. Just another industrial accident casualty in some slipshod shipbuilding factory. Not to put too fine a point on it.
Shipbuilding factory? That certainly explains your mechanical skills. I'm all thumbs when it comes to attitude thruster repair.
Not to worry. I know my way around a retro rocket gimbal and a compression coil. Val can attest to that.
That would explain her impressive array of aftermarket features. I've never seen an automech quite like her.
Okay. So let's talk to Abner.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing. Which is a surprise to both of us, I'm sure. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole miserable affair behind us.
It's only mine if you pay me and let Bardo go.
Of course. Debts left unpaid decays our character and all of anti-society. And this torrid affair has come close enough to doing both already. Regardless, it's nothing but ink in the ledger now. And speaking of ledgers, Bardo is free. And here's the balance for yours. Which means we're done.
Nice. 125 bits. Hey!
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage.
Not a problem. I'm glad I could help.
I wish I had bits for you, but I'm still in debt from this uniform, and meals, and the incarceration fee they charged me for being locked up. But I'm telling everyone what you did.
Nice. Okay, we solved one of Durban's problems. Love that.
You've returned. Did you bring the pupa for me?
No, not yet. We're gonna give it to you.
Hello again. Have you brought me the pupa?
I have. Here you go.
Oh, thank law. Here's the reward I promised. I am downright giddy to get it into my lab so I can start my experiments.
Well, I, for one, am going to try my best to forget any of this ever happened.
Fair.
Mantisaur, eyes up, troops! A mess of the bastards are coming from the east.
Did they follow those folks back from that nest?
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Got my lamps on an up-front.
Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary
Lovely.
vulnerabilities identified.
I've had many missions I've
Level
never
up.
spoken about to anyone. This one will be for different reasons.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts.
Okay. We have perks. Skills. What do we want to do? Do we want to do double science? Science and hacking? Hacking and observation? Do hacking and observation.
Well, that certainly was a horrific bit of chaos. But you made the right decision by giving the pupa to me. The research value it will provide is enormous.
You believe the research value will be worth all this?
Absolutely. And that research will bring me promotions, wealth, and status that is long overdue. My genius will ascend the corporate ladder, and they will be lucky to have me.
Love the...
Yes, you have your bits, and I will have a long, illustrious career spanning decades. Works out perfectly for both of us. And
ambition
now,
there.
You should be off to your next adventure.
Okay. I also have a perk point, huh? Okay, let's see. What do we want here? Space Ranger Palm Greaser. Targeting scanner. Oh, focusing on target with the enemy scanner will mark them. Marking target prioritizes them for companions. Oh, cute. Weak spot scanner. Weak spots are highlighted and damage dealt to them is increased when using the N-ray scanner. Face Reader. Bonus to damage against humans. Interesting. So we can essentially overload the inhaler to do two things, but it gives us extra damage. Let's do the Zeranium absorption, though. Having slower accumulation of Zeranium poisoning seems good. Seems good. I may do that inhaler one next.
Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe I talk to these things now. You're damn lucky I've got to figure out how to explain this mess, or I'd feed you to the bugs myself.
Yeah. I still like your little hat. Hi, Proto. Are we feeling outer today? We're feeling extra today. I don't know about outer, but we are feeling extra. How are you feeling today? How's the Pokemon? Did you, last night?
Investigating.
What are you investigating? Nothing to investigate. Everything's fine. I think winter's getting to you? Oh no. Beat that streamer chick? Oh my god. I love the NPC fights in Legend Z. I think they're so much fun. She's crazy, but they're all kind of crazy, so... Alright, let's go back and talk to this douchebag. You like the commentary on Twitch? Yes. I also find it funny that, like, her grandpa does all of her public appearances and stuff, you know, with the holograms.
You've returned. Is there a reason you're looking to monopolize my invaluable time?
Alright, there is. I've taken care of the murder investigation. Now it's time to send my message.
Well, I suppose it can't reflect badly on me to simply report the facts. And you have already made me look better in the eyes of the executives. All right, I'll send it. What else do you have for me?
Your leadership problem at Fort Endurance has been solved.
Wonderful. I do love a subordinate that can honor their
Nice.
obligations and make me look
You're
good.
going to be gagged if she completely made up a VTuber identity for him?
But
Yes.
do come back if you can be of any further use to me.
Okay, we reported back. Bribe done. Okay.
You return again and again like... Then why buy...
Okay, we're done. Okay. Quests. There's one more mural piece, which I think we'll get in the next place we're going. Gotta do that. That's on another planet. That's... Okay, I think we're ready to head back to Matriarch's Mercy. And this might lead into the end of this planet, so we'll see.